Hey guys, and welcome back to the AC Milan career mode. This is the big episode where we are supposed to sign someone, but I've read all your comments regarding the choice between Isco and Thiago, and honestly it's so close. A lot of you have put forward very good arguments as to why I should sign either him or the other one, but it's pretty much, it's not as simple as it looks. I think the comments are 50-50, so in today's episode, if I can stall Isco's bid or offer long enough towards the end of this episode and put in a bid for Thiago that gets accepted, then maybe I'll let you guys just vote with the straw poll, because going off the comments it was so difficult. Some of you said Isco is oversigned, MGH and Chani have signed him, which could be, I haven't watched their series. But then again, some people say Isco is linked with Milan in real life. Some people say Thiago has better stats, which I do agree. But Isco is just 1 year younger as well, so there's so many factors, so many good arguments that you guys put forward. And I can see why you want me to sign either Thiago or Isco, but it's such a tough choice, and I feel like I'm going to disappoint people. So if at the end of the episode I have to make a decision myself, then I will do it. If I am able to stall for the next episode, then I will let you guys vote, and hopefully go through today's episode without too many troubles. But we've got those two games. I'm not sure if I can pull it off. We're going to see some outgoing transfers, these two games at least, and what happens after, I can't even tell you. Let's just find out. Alright guys, a couple of messages. Bayern have accepted 45 million for Thiago just to see how expensive he is. I'm actually going to go in for him and see what they say. Make him a crucial first team player. We know that Isco is only 40 million, but Thiago could be half as cheap when it comes to wages. Isco has accepted 275,000. I've just offered 140, so that's pretty much half of it. Suso is back from injury, which is great news. It looks like we're going into the next game with a fully fit team. Niang is back as well. We've got our strongest team to our disposal, so I'm looking forward to that cup game against Genoa. Thiago has declined, so we'll have to bump up the wages a little bit. 180 is my next bid. In typical Milan fashion, a transfer deal that looked inches away from being completed has now been put back a little bit. That's just typical Milan. For the game against Genoa, we are going with this lineup: Donnarumma in net, Desilio, Romagnoli, Paletta and Calabria in defence. No changes there. Bonaventura, Locatelli and Kuczka in the midfield. Locatelli's spot obviously is open for either Thiago or Isco. Memphis Depay, Carlos Bacca and Suso up front, who is still slightly injured, but so is Niang. So I have to either risk Suso or Niang. I've gone with Suso against his former team as well. Let's play the game and let's win. I do value the cup a lot this season. We're not in Europe. We only have the league and cup to play for. So I have rocked out with my strongest possible side in the hopes of making it further than what we did last year in real life. And that was the final. I want to win the cup this time. Carlos Bacca into Memphis Depay into Locatelli. Locatelli looking back for Memphis. Well played by the youngster. Memphis Depay putting on the afterburners. Memphis Depay still going. He can look for the slip through of Suso. Not what I wanted initially, but Suso does get the shot off and it's just wide. Free kick for Milan. Obviously Memphis Depay is going to step up for this one. Let's see what we can do against Mattia Perin. Not easy from this distance. Memphis Depay does try it and it's again just wide. Milan under a bit of pressure here from Laxalt. Does well to weave in and out. He's through on goal. Donnarumma forced into a good save. And that is 1-0. Genoa, unreal how we've defended that corner. That was absolutely pathetic. And we find ourselves 1-0 down just before the end of the first half. I mean, he can just take it down, take a couple of touches and find a man in space in the box off a corner. This is the type of stuff you see on a counter-attack. Never mind when everyone's back in your box defending. That was horrific. Trying to find space. He's found Locatelli. Locatelli in towards Bonaventura. Bonaventura hits it from range off the post. Two changes at half-time. Suso is dropping back to the midfield. Niang is making his return after an injury. Abate is coming on for Calabria, who is on the yellow card, and I feel our defence needs a bit of a change going into that second half. We haven't been good enough. Niang, good header. Through to Niang again. Bacca, well played. And Mbaye Niang with pace. Gentiletti is coming towards him. Can he outpace him? Oh yes he can. And Mbaye Niang! And it's 1-1 Milan! In the 78th minute, and Mbaye Niang on his return scores one of the most crucial goals of the season. You could drop points in the league, but in the cup it's a different story, and that goal has put us back on level terms. Bonaventura back into Carlos Bacca. Good play from Milan. Back into Niang. Bonaventura. Oh, he clips off his heel. Did you see that passing play though? That was absolutely incredible by Milan, and it deserved the goal. And there we go, the ref has blown this whistle. We're 1-1 after 90 minutes, unfortunately. So that means we have to go into extra time. And with a side as fit as ours, I don't really want to do that. However, we're going to make one more change. Suso coming off for Lozano. He's not a midfielder, I know that. But we don't really have enough midfield options that I trust. Sosa is on the way out. Fernandes, he's just not been featured enough this season. Lozano's coming on for the next half hour. And hopefully we can win the game in extra time and not go to penalties. Well done by Abate. Abate into Kuchka. Kuchka looking for the runs, the supporting runs. Memphis Depay now. Memphis Depay has been given space. Memphis straight at the keeper and it's deflected straight into his path, but well defended by Genoa. Kuchka with the final bit of strength and pace that he has. Bombs forward, finds Niang in space. Niang cuts inside, gets a bit lucky with the bounce. And Niang goes through to Bonaventura and it's saved by Perin. Baka. Oh, it's Kuchka. He's through on goal. Kuchka. No, it took too long. And again, the chance has got... Kuchka's injured as well, I think, which is not great. We're going into penalties. Looking at those stats, we should have won it in regular time. Unfortunately, we didn't. It's time for Donnarumma to step up and become the hero. Penalty number 1, Goran Pandev. Pandev against Donnarumma. He chips it and it goes over. What a horrific penalty by Goran Pandev. Carlos Bacca is the next to step up. He goes bottom left in off the post. The Colombian gets us off the mark and we have the advantage. Gakpe against Donnarumma. And he goes left. Well-placed penalty. It's 1-1, but Milan have one to take. It's Kuchka. Kuchka places that bottom right. It's 2-1 Milan. And now Ocampos against Gianluigi Donnarumma. He goes right. I was tempted to go right. I stayed in the middle. Milan, as long as they keep scoring, they're fine. Giacomo Bonaventura. It's saved by Perin. We're back on level terms. Rigoni against Donnarumma. Where is he going to go? Rigoni. He's going left and he's missed. Off the post. Milan again at an advantage. If Niang scores, that is. Niang chips it. Lovely dinked penalty. That's how you do it, Goran Pandev. Niang is bursting with confidence after his goal. And he's fully back like salt. If he misses, it's game over. And Donnarumma saves. That's it. Milan go through to the next round. The one penalty Donnarumma has saved is the one at the end. And look at him. He's absolutely delighted with himself. And I can't blame him. Milan deservedly go through to the next round of the Cup. After a draining match, both physically and mentally. We have qualified, and that's all I care for. Once again, those match facts. We had double the shots and double the shots on target, more possession. It's a shame that we had to go to penalties and waste this much fitness. It looks like we're going into the Udinese game with a rotational side. Offers coming in from Memphis Depay. I'm absolutely not planning to sell him. He's been one of our star players this season. And Niang to Inter, you can forget about that. Niang on his return from injury has won us that game against Genoa, so we'll be forever thankful. 270,000 I had to put in a new bid for Isco because the previous one expired. 220,000 a week for Thiago. Obviously Thiago costs 5 million more, so I'd say financially they're about the same. It's just whether or not who we want to sign, and I'm gonna put it down to a vote. I just have to. One more time, we're gonna look at their stats, and you guys can... I know you've already made your mind up, but just in case, let's take a look at their stats. Isco, slightly more pace, but agility, balance, jumping, reactions and strength is better on Thiago. He's physically superior in the mental stats as well. He's got more interceptions, better attack positioning, Thiago that is. And when it comes to dribbling, he's also got it better than Isco. Isco does have superior finishing on him and superior... wait, that's it, isn't it? Finishing, pace... Finishing and pace, and one more penalties. I'm trying to compare them. For me, Thiago just does have the better stats. That being said, Isco is linked with Milan in real life as higher rated. It's just the 5-star skills as well. Let me know. There will be an eye on the top right hand corner of your screen. Click on that and vote. Thiago or Isco. That's how I'm going to do it. We're going to play the Udinese game, and after that I'm going to cut the episode and accept one of the two offers in the next episode once I know. I have a feeling it's going to be like a 50-50 split vote. But we'll have to find out. I can't go based off of the comments. It's just too close. Transfer offer for Sosa. Yes, get him out of here. I know I'm selling him under his value, but I don't care. Surprisingly, the first team has recovered well from that cup game where we went to extra time and penalties. I'm not changing my side as we are fully fit. However, if we struggle again and there are a few mistakes, then I will look into rotating a few players around. Donnarumma in net, Desilio, Romagnoli, Paletta and Calabria, Kuchka, Bonaventura and Locatelli in the midfield, Depay, Bacca and Suso up front. We've got Niang back, we've got a midfielder coming in. The players will need to perform if they want to keep their place in the starting 11. David Calabria needs to chase down Adnan. It's whipped in, Paletta clears it. There's still danger here. Kone fires Paletta again. That's why I want to keep him in the side. He's doing so well for us. Paletta needs to get there. He can't get there this time. The shot from Udinese goes over the bar. Bonaventura. Carlos Bacca now. What can Bacca do? He's waiting for that run from Locatelli. He's found him. Locatelli turns back. Looks for that pass across. Alfredsson cuts it out. Good run here from Ryder. He slipped through Sven Kums. Sven Kums forces a save out of Gigi Donnarumma. It's too easy. It's just too easy. How do we keep conceding these corners? It's absolutely pathetic defending by Milan. Yet again, the second time we've conceded off a corner just like that. I'm gonna have to make changes to our defence in the next few games. And you may have read in the newspapers in the menus that Stefan de Vrij is putting in a transfer request. If I can get him on the cheap, I will probably do so. Desilio. Oh, look at Bacca. He's in behind. Carlos Bacca. What can he do? Carlos turns inside. It's a penalty. Yes, he has given it. I don't think it was a penalty from Francesco Lodi. Is he going to get booked? Is he going to get sent off at all? The 45th minute. A big moment. Big call by the referee. And Francesco Lodi, unsure of his future as of yet, but it's only a yellow card. And as we go into the half, with Carlos Bacca stepping up for the penalty, hopefully we can equalise. And he does. Carlos Bacca makes it 1-1 for Milan. We're back in the game just like that. We got a bit lucky. I'm not going to deny that. I don't think it was a penalty, but we'll take it. Again, being utilised as an impact substitution, and Niang comes on for Suso. Niang into Bacca. Bacca looking back for Niang against Adnan. And Niang sells him a dream. And Niang, he's going all the way again. Can he do it? Oh, and that was lovely work again. Straight away, causing problems in the Udinese defence. Someone's injured on the right-hand side, and I think it's Niang. It would be absolutely shocking for Niang to get injured moments after coming back from a previous injury. We don't want to see that. Neither do we want to see that kind of passing. Good news, and Niang is walking back onto the pitch. I bet he better not be injured again after this game, I swear to God. Kuchka looks for that over the top into Niang. It's a good touch by Niang. He can slip through Bonaventura. Bonaventura, what can he do? Hold up play, looking for that pass option. Where is the support from Milan? Out wide, Desilio working it round patiently. Locatelli, no, it's gone to Memphis Depay. Memphis Depay turns inside and it's saved by Carneses. Looks like the game is going to fizzle out in a 1-1 draw. Yet again, Milan failing to beat a team in 90 minutes. We have been on the decline a little bit lately, and I'm not happy with it. It's going to have its consequences for the next few games. As you can see, Udinese deserve a point. Arguably even more. They had more shots, more possession. When it comes to a man of the match performance, Niang won it last time out. And this game, I think I'm going to go with Bonaventura. I thought it was absolutely solid in that midfield. Didn't misplace a single pass, Giacomo Bonaventura. And I can confirm, 10 out of 10 passes, 6 out of 8 dribbles. The defensive side on this game was good as well. Bonaventura gets a low rated but appreciated 7.0 rating. And here we go. Player has been sold. Sosa, has gone to Espanyol. The injury from Niang, he takes him out for 3 weeks. I mean, that's just horrible, isn't it? Back to business. Isco or Thiago is basically the main question of today's episode. And I'm going to let you guys vote. Click on the eye on the top right hand corner of your screen, whether on your phone, PC, tablet, whatever. You can vote on this. Make sure you do, because I have a feeling the vote is going to be close. Isco or Thiago, one of those two will get accepted. The first thing that we do in the next episode will be that. As you can see, we have fallen behind Juventus a little bit. 2 games in hand, though. So if we win those 2 games, we are still top of the league. The draw didn't do us too badly. We're going to sign one of those 2 players, like I said, and play hopefully 3 games in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.